All right, we're right in the middle of the Google Core update for May 2026, and I'm going to go through what is happening, all the things that are breaking, the timeline rollout. I'm going to go through what to do, how to survive it, a specific strategy, some specific tools that I'm using, so we are not seeing the dive bomb in traffic and the fluctuations that a lot of people are if you're doing it the right way. So let's jump in and I'll tell you about all this stuff that's happening. One of the major kind of takeaways, TLDR takeaways of this, is the crappy AI content and blogs are getting smoked yet again. And this is no different. The last several core updates are really targeting AI content and crappy AI content. You can still do AI content, but you have to be smart about it. You have to align it and structure it the right way. Otherwise, you're going to dive bomb. So I'm going to talk about all this, what's happening, give you the strategies that's working. Of course, we're going to dive into the program that I use every single day, which is Arvo. There's a link below to create content that actually works, that doesn't get destroyed by every single Google Core update. All right, so let's dive into this and get started. So the first thing that's happening is there is blogs that are just not structured appropriately, that are 100% AI, that don't have any of the structure that Google's looking for: internal links, external links, graphics, graphs. One of them is the ALM blog. It is completely removed from Google. That's a good example. If you search for it, it's not there. And it's all AI content. It's all just not good structured AI content. So they're getting absolutely destroyed. If you search for the folder, you can't even find it. The other thing that's happening is the Google search content links report a glitch. So there's zero backlinks being reported for a lot of businesses. So you're seeing this all across, on Reddit and X and Twitter. People are reporting their backlinks are disappearing. Obviously, this is a glitch. So we'll see if they kind of can clean that up and fix that. The other thing is directory sites are tanking. So a lot of Google is, instead of offering the directory site links, they're going straight to the source. So if you're searching for a plumber to fix your toilet, they're going to show you plumbers that have good reviews that can fix your toilet, instead of just a directory site of 100 plumbers that you're going to have to sift through. So the middleman are getting shown less and less and less because they don't match search intent as good as just offering what the people are actually looking for. So here is the timeline that we're looking at. The pre-rollout was mid-May. The official launch was May 21st. And then the rollout period is going to be 2 weeks. So it's around 2 weeks. So we're in the midst of it, and usually there's chaos and crazy things happening. And like I said, there is a lot of craziness happening. So here is what's actually breaking. So scaled AI content, so dense, repetitive AI text, with no original media, broad topics, built for volume, not actual readers. Hyper-scaled subfolders. So this type of content is not good anyways. So it's obviously getting destroyed. Local SEO shakeup. So directories are tanking. The near me rankings are shifting. Maps plus GBP are winning. Middlemen are getting taken away. Obviously, it's not matching search intent the best, and service-based businesses are really gaining in search because obviously the middlemen are being taken out of rankings, and they're putting more of those service-based businesses in search first. And then like I said, the GSC links are glitching. Link counts are dropping to zero. Wild fluctuations. So it's reporting a bug, and so some links are good, some links aren't. So just make sure you go in there and see what's happening with your links. So here is how you survive building out AI content, because a lot of us the AI content's not going anywhere, but it's how you're structuring it and how you're doing it is what matters, because people are doing it the wrong way, and it's obviously it's not going to do well when people are landing on crap AI content. So the first thing is intent match. Bottom of the funnel, under contested real query, not chasing the top keywords. Chasing those bottom of the funnel searches. This is not fluctuating. If you're matching search intent the best and you have that bottom of the funnel content, that's not getting hit because it's matching search intent the best. It's the top of the funnel content that's fluctuating wildly because that's, has the most potential traffic, but it's also not as specific to search intent. Therefore, you're going to not get a lot of conversions off of that, and it's not as important as the bottom of the funnel searches. It's going to be less people landing on it, but the people that are landing on it are more apt to convert at a higher level. The originality layer, you have to have originality with your content. You can't just copy and paste an article from ChatGPT or Claude that you have it create. It has to have the structure and originality. It has to use your brand assets in it. It has to have your brand tone, your brand voice. It has to have pictures in there, internal links to your site map, external links to trusted sources. So the originality layer matters a lot. And it's not as hard as you think to do that, especially if you're using a tool like Arvo, which I'm going to talk about. 3, expertise signals. So it should be obvious who wrote it, where it's coming from, why it's a high authority article. Again, the internal, external links matter. Citations matter. The structure matters. All that matters. So signaling that is there's an expertise layer, and it's not just basic, broad type content. All right, so here is the workflow that matters the most. So a lot of this is basically just doing the research for those bottom of the funnel, high search intent queries and prompts that people are searching for. And you can use Claude to help do this. It does a fantastic job at this type of structure and research. And then you're going to inject your originality, your brand assets, and then you're going to publish the article. So here's how you do that with Claude. So you can use Claude. There's a couple, if you type a prompt below, I will send you this link. But basically, these are the prompts that we're using to gain a lot of traction with Claude. And a lot of really, really good workflows here. So the first is the AI search intent extractor. So this is really good. You can put in your business and it'll come up with long tail, high search intent keyword prompts that people are using to search for your business. And then you can then take those and create content around those. Again, bottom of the funnel. This works really well right now. This is what Google's looking for. This is what AIs are looking for, AI overviews. So this works really well. Another good one is this one. You can reverse engineer top ranking pages for any keywords and then basically get a template built out that will help you get your content ranked quicker. So this is really good because then you can take this template, pop it into Arvo, and create an entire article from this template. There's other ones, technical SEO audit, Claude Code SEO workflow. This was an autonomous SEO content distribution engine where basically it'll look for gaps in the market. It'll look at your competition, what they're doing well, what they're not doing well, and it'll come up with keywords, keyword clusters, titles, and keywords that you can create content around. And then you can hook it with Arvo's API, create content, publish it automatically to your blog, and then from your RSS feed, create social media content. So this one's really fantastic. All these are really good to be able to use Claude to generate content that's going to rank. It's not going to get filtered out by any of these core updates. So then what we're doing is we're going into Arvo here, and you can basically create high quality bottom of the funnel articles with this software. So basically what you would do is you can configure this to your brand. Like I said, the originality layer is super important right now. So you can add in your own knowledge base, any training materials, your website, anything that you want to be able to use to create your articles and teach the AI how to use your brand and interject your brand in the content. Then you can do your call to action here for book now, buy now. You can internally link your site structure. So again, it's using all your brand assets to link to all the other pages. External linking, it'll link to trusted sources, or you can do your own if you have your own trusted sources. Images, you're including your own images. It'll generate them for you. Or you can do a folder of your own images. Again, that originality layer. Videos, you can attach your own YouTube channel, or it'll find a relevant YouTube channel to embed in your article. Again, originality layer. So it's creating high quality content that is using AI to generate it, but it's using your brand assets. And this is why this works really well. This is what Google is looking for, what they're talking about. So if I go in and look at one of these articles, So here's one on like weight loss. You can kind of see if I open this up, it has the internal bells and whistles and the structure as well. So you're not having to do this behind the scenes. It's focus keyword, meta description, H3s, H2s, internal linking, charts and graphs, picture, alt text, external linking. So all this is what Google is looking for and what they're talking about with people getting filtered out. So this is just in a nutshell. Lots of other bells and whistles I'm not going to go into with Arvo to use, but this is the tool to use. And we're not seeing in our businesses, we're not seeing in this core update the dive bomb that a lot of businesses are that have used AI in the wrong way for their business. So finally, the things that I'm not doing, and this is how to stay clear of getting dive bombed by the update and future updates. Publishing 500 posts a month to fresh demand. You don't want to do that. You slow and steady wins the race. You want to give it time. You want to publish high authority structured articles and not publish batches of junk AI stuff. Chasing high volume informational queries, especially on new sites. Again, bottom of the funnel, less search, less keyword search volume, but it's going to match search intent much better. Auto publishing low quality content. Again, you can set, like a tool like Arvo, you can set it up to auto publish, but it's using your brand assets. So it's not going to be low quality. If you're just publishing stuff that you create on Claude, that's just basic run of the mill stuff, you're going to get dinged. You're going to get filtered out. The core update, it's going to tank your site. Lastly, building AI blog subfolders that look engineered for search. We don't want to do that. Think about the customer. Think about how people are searching, what they're looking for. And the better you are at matching that with the content that you create using your brand assets and the originality layer, the better you are, the more successful you're going to be with your traffic, with getting cited more, with showing up more in Google, in AI overviews, in the LLMs. So those are the tips. That's what I'm doing now. That's what I would suggest you guys do too. Don't take the easy way out and just create junk AI stuff. AI is a tool. You have to leverage it with what you're doing strategically where it makes sense. A lot of people just aren't thinking about that way, and they're just throwing up junk and they're getting dinged hard. This isn't going anywhere. They're going to still hit the AI stuff really, really hard to make sure that the content is high quality, even if it has AI involved in creating it. So hopefully that helps you guys out. If you want more SEO tips, check out this next video. I'll be back soon with some more good stuff for you.